Many take the use of our legs and feet for granted. We simply walk around any obstacle on the way to a destination.
But News Channel 18's Nicole Kahn, with her special report Balancing Access, looks tonight into whether West Lafayette is following federal guidelines to make sure that disabled Americans have access. Nicole?
Jeff, simple challenges can keep many Americans homebound. Take, for example, this trail here on Lindbergh Road in West Lafayette. Walking it, if you're an able-bodied person like myself, no problem. But I want you to take a look at something. If you look down here at this angle, you can see the trail is not completely level. And for somebody in a wheelchair or with a walker, that can make it difficult for them to navigate. One woman who went from able to disable shares her mission with us tonight to make the world a more accessible place, starting right here in West Lafayette. Jan Myers is out and about in what she calls her blue buggy, no matter what the weather. She developed inclusion body myositis, known as IBM. It's a degenerative disease that weakens her muscles, much like Lou Gehrig's disease.
I personally have gone through losing the ability to walk.
She's struggled to get around for the past 20 years.
There are so many things that we're being excluded from.
Walk with Jan, and she'll show you the trouble spots. And bumps in the road. Crosswalk buttons, too small for her to press. Slanted sidewalks, and huge hills. She recently filed 2 Americans with Disabilities Act federal complaints against the city of West Lafayette because of mobility issues.
If there's one thing I can do, it is to make the world a little easier for everyone.
The first complaint deals with construction on Lindbergh Road. It blocks her route to the Lilly Nature Center, and there's no simple detour for her to take. She says if access is provided in any way, like a sidewalk or trail, then a reasonable alternative path must be given during construction. The other complaint focuses on trails in West Lafayette not being disabled friendly. Myers says they are almost completely inaccessible to the sight impaired. She too struggles when she uses them because of the steep grades she encounters.
It just amazes me because there is a very complete toolkit for how to implement these things.
Mayor John Dennis admits there's room for improvement.
We're doing everything within our power to make sure that we have equal access in this community for all. We recognize that we're not perfect.
But Dennis counters that overall the city is accessible.
The city of West Lafayette for years has been using the ADA standards and ADA legislation as a model of how we do improvements.
He points out that much of the Americans with Disabilities Act is recommendation and not law. He says the city works to comply with the law because making decisions based on recommendations could be costly if those suggestions change.
Money is no excuse. It is the law, and we will comply with the law.
For Myers, that compliance has come more slowly than she'd like, and Blue Buggy can move. Her disease may change the way she gets around, but it will never stop her from going. Myers says she'll continue to be an accessibility advocate for everyone, even as her own body continues to become less mobile. Reporting live from West Lafayette, Nicole Kahn, News Channel.